Yeah, well, it's great to be back here. It's great to be here in person and for face to face. I'm not behind the computer screen for once, so yeah, I'm happy to be here, and it's happy to see the industry coming back together as well. This is an industry that people need to connect. You know, we've done our best in this digitally enabled world, but now we need to start engaging again and building for the future. This industry is very resilient. We came through it, and actually, you know, we saw super yachts, the sales of super yachts going up. We saw people using their super yachts. We at Inmarsat saw the actual usage go up. You know, people using their yachts more, the amount of bandwidth they consume, the services they wanted. We saw more of that because people working from their yachts wanted to be isolated on their yachts, and so, you know, we got through COVID, and I think that it changed the way that we look at things, which was good. And now we're bouncing back pretty quick, and as you can see, again, this industry it's still on a kind of a boom, and it's great to see so many people here at the show as an interest in this. Well, you know, yeah, we needed to isolate, and if you've got a yacht, that's what you buy it for. You buy it for that privacy, you buy it for the ability to kind of disconnect and go away, and so it came really into to the fore. That's what they wanted to do with it, and we're seeing more of it. And I think has been a little bit of a paradigm shift in terms of wanting to use your yacht more. So, and I think that realization as an asset, you know, that was the kind of dream that these people bought a yacht for, and now they're engaging with that even more. So this industry is on a rise and an increase, and yeah, we're here to support it. And you know, we've just announced our orchestra and our Illyra, which is where we see the future going. And we've been looking at our strategy in terms of planning the future, 2030 onwards. Where is the bandwidth going to be used? What are the services people want? Because we have to put assets in space. We have to launch satellites, and that takes a lot of planning and a lot of support. So we see definitely lots of hotspots where the yachts are going to be. For example, Monaco. You know, you're going to need a lot of capacity here, and we see a lot of more usage on the yachts. People are going to be on them. We see the traditional season of Med and Caribbean kind of morphing into more of I'm going to use my yacht whenever I've got the time to use it, and I'm going to go to the Arctic, I'm going to go to the Antarctic, I'm going to go to the Galapagos, Polynesian Islands, Pacific, Asia, etc. So we've been trying to look at that for the future and add the extra additional services that we need. Trends from the past gives us a good idea of where it's going, but of course technology is getting faster and faster and faster, and it's a bit of a hockey stick in that respect. So, and then we know the general areas where the usage is today, because we can measure that. It's quite simple, and we're seeing, you know, yachts gone from megabytes to gigabytes to terabytes of data in terms of their usage. So we've got a plan for that, but then we also need to look at the political and the geopolitical and the kind of way the world is evolving. So now super yachts are going to definitely go, as I say, away from just being Med based and Caribbean based and go to other places. So we need to build that capacity in those areas. We're also going to get more yachts being built. You can see the order book for the super yachts builders, the shipyards. It's full. It's for the next 5 to 7 years. It's full. So we are going to see more yachts coming in, bigger yachts, more capacity, more capability. We're going to see digitalization. We're going to see more Internet of Things, etc., etc. So building on all of those trends that we've seen and using sort of the modeling from the past. That's why with the orchestra we've got this, the 7 satellites we've got on order now that we will launch, but we're also going to look at a LEO satellite constellation. We're going to look at a 5G network and a mesh network, which will really bring everybody together and ensure effectively that the technology is transparent. Nobody wants to know, am I using this or am I using that? They just want it to work. Our job is to make sure it works, and in 2030, 2035, 2040. So that's all the planning that we've done. Leaving the technology aside, it is at the forefront of driving new innovation. You know, these people want the best, and they want the fastest, the shiniest, all those kind of things. So this is a great industry. It's also an industry that's not as conservative as our other industries. You know, it's open to new technology and bringing things on. So we really like it here. You can see no two yachts are the same. The requirements are not the same. It really is rich in kind of an entrepreneurial position. And if you just walking around here, you see the different types of services and all the different types of suppliers that are here to serve this industry. It really is a fantastic industry, and it drives the rest of other industries as well. So one of our differentiating features is the fact that we own the satellites, we own and operate the satellites. So the capacity that we have is all within our control. It's completely flexible. So for an industry like this, the super yacht industry, we have the ability to tailor plans in specific areas and at specific bandwidths for the customer's needs. So if you don't need a lot of capacity, you can bring the capacity down. If you want the capacity because the owner's coming in for a 2-week charter or whatever it is, then we can bring the capacity up. So our true differentiator is that we own that network and we manage it for the end user, whether that's a charter guest or whether it's the yacht itself or the owner. So that's what that differentiates us from the other suppliers of traditional communication systems who buy it from a third party and tailor it. So they have a little bit of a different attitude to it. So that's where we sit, yeah. You know, we all have to buy into this, the reality of where the planet's going, and we have to move away from this linear process of dig something out of the ground, build something, and then throw it away. We need to have that, you know, the recycle, because we're going to run out of assets. We need to bring our temperature down, and we have to be environmentally friendly. The fuel we burn, the services we do, everybody wants to go towards net zero. The older traditional style was to be, you know, just give me the best and I'll spend the money and it happy. Now we have to look at how we can do that sustainably, and we have to look at how we can provide a long-term solution to this planet. And you know, we've got to look after the oceans, and we've got to leave the planet in a better place than, unfortunately, my generation has put it. I mean, I hold my hand up in that respect. It's not like we don't know what the problem is, and it's not that we shouldn't have the kind of energy to want to fix it. So yeah, I applaud the fact that we want to move towards a more sustainable. There's been a few yachts that have picked this up and are doing research and are feeding data back and in terms of where they go and their travels, and I think we'll see more of that. You know, every yacht out there is collecting meteorological data, bathysphere data, all this kind of stuff, and sharing that data for the better good of everyone, I think is the move forward, in all fairness.